girls in the front row. All the girls at the barricade. All the girls have been waiting all day. Let your tongue hang out, everything. If you came with a man, let go of his hand. Everybody in the suite kicking up their feet. Stand up, dance. I see you. And all the guys in the back waiting on the next track. Cut your boy a little slack. It's Young Jack. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You were always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to they wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
I put the new 4Gs on the G. I dip into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. All this designer on my body got me drip. Hey, straight up out the objects, I'm a big. If I got up, I'ma sip. I run the racks up with my queen like London and Nip. But I got rich on all these, I didn't forget back. I had to go through the struggle, I didn't forget that. I hopped inside of the Maybach and now I can sit back. Deep, know me now, cause I got them big racks. Cause I'm getting money now, I know you heard that. Young, on the corner, I had to serve. Uncle fronted me some, had to get him back. We came up on dirty money, I gave it a back. Cut off the, then I gave my the new goof. Either you fronted. Got a New Orleans, man, that voodoo. And I'm that now, who knew? I put the new 4Gs on the G. I dip into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now I can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. I've been waking up to get the money, whoa. Got it, babe, Teddy, whoa, whoa.
Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And we're off and running from Raymond James. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Running left, this is Irving. He breaks the tackle.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the gun, Mayfield. Completes this one to Otten. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Motion man sent left. 1st down, here's Baker. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Real. Kings! Done!
Baker now from the gun. This one's taken in by Otten. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Baker throwing again. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the give, this is Irving. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a 1st down from the 30. On the handoff, here's Davis. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Set. Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! What's up?
Throwing again is Baker. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Set. Regular, regular, regular. What's up?
Mayfield now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Set. Done.
Mayfield to throw again. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Set.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Has it in close. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Hurts. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down throwing for Hurts. Cox, there's that rookie out of Florida State. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. And we will not see the field goal tried just yet, as the clock has hit zeros on... So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. The kick by Hopkins is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Sending a receiver left. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And a man is there to knock that away.
You ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Irvin here from the gun. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Josh Sweat making the stop. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Yep. What's on?
Throwing, Baker. He has the first over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Good. Done.
Now Mayfield. That's complete, Mike Evans. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Good. What's up?
Mayfield to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That one gains 7. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out.
What's up?
Baker now. Cut by Diggs. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Offense to the line for second down.
Good. What's up?
Here's Baker. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Good. Run, run, run. Hey, alert 33. Up, Nelson. What's up?
Here's Baker to throw. He lets one fly deep downfield. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Rasul Douglas picks it off. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Jukes out a one-stop. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. and set, 1st and 10.
Run. Good. What's up?
Running right, it's Irving. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Good.
Once again, Irving. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Good. Good.
Mayfield will look to throw. Diggs there to bring it in. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Kings.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers facing a deficit near the break. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Good. What's that?
From the gun, Mayfield. Hits him on the out route. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Pistol. Hey, alert! What's that?
From the 39. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
What's that?
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Done.
From the red zone now. Throwing the out route complete. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Good. Hey, alert! What's that?
Davis will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
I I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Baker now from the gun. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And the Eagles make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Drops to a knee. Clock's going to run unless that defense burns one of its 2 remaining timeouts. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Man in motion, headed right. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here's 2nd and 2. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Handoff headed right. Irving. There he goes, right sideline. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He gets a lot behind one. Deep down. That's complete. Inside the 35-yard line. Is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles need only one to take the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Real. Kings! What's that?
Here's Mayfield. This one finds Irving. Escapes a defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They bring Diggs in motion. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense what credit is due.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Slot receiver headed left.
What's that?
2nd and 8. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the 1st sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Alert! Regular. Done.
Mayfield now from the gun. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running left. This is Barkley. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throwing for Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They run it with Saquon. And his defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. Dump off caught by his back. Juke the defender. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Hurts now from the gun. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Hurts looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. Runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. He's got a gain of 6 there. Zach Bond with the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Point it right, point it right. Good. Watch out.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Completes this one to Otten. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Watch out.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Put the body on the line for his team. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Diggs there to bring it in. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Good. Watch out.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
Real. Done.
Here's the give to Irving. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Straight. No,
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
No.
From the 32. He lofts it deep left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw, Hurts. That pass complete to Goddard. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
45 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. First and 10 now from the 30.
Good. Watch out.
Irving on the inside give. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. They bring Diggs in motion. From the 36. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Carry here for Irving. He's got room. The ball is out. And the Eagles get to it.
Boy, that was such a nice run with great explosiveness and vision to get free. But you saw he was moving near the end of that kick. You almost felt like a little fatigue set in, and that created the opening. What do they say about fatigue? Make cowards out of all men. I'll tell you what fatigue does on a football field. You can lose the ball security and the ball just like that.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. Able to get it to Barkley. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They give to Barkley, left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. It's a gain of only 1. Still 3 yards to go here on 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Eagles only up by a few. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Irving hauls it in. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So 2nd down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Setting up to pass. That pass complete to Irving. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Third 33. Cut.
Throwing now. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Tampa spends its second timeout now. Still one more in their pocket to use. To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Good. Up, up. Pistol, pistol, pistol.
Back to throw. It is caught left side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Real, real, real. My time.
Here he is to throw. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Kings, Kings, Kings. Alert, 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 alert. Regular, regular, regular. What's that?
Mayfield to throw again. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him. And he delivers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see one possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first two possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Running left, this is Irving. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down, and they go right back to him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Baker now from the gun. This ball's caught by Palmer. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. God.
First down, here's Baker. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They'll run this with Irving. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
What's up?
Going to power with a big tight end. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Good. What's up?
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's brought down for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Fourth and goal with a game in the balance.
Good. Good.
Looking to throw it. And he pulls it in. That's a touchdown and ends this game. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers will win it here in Tampa. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for my partner, Brock Huard, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.